Back in the saddle again, along the picturesque Snake River. McGarry ranchers began running cows in this national forest before it was national forest. But today they're careful to comply with the terms of their grazing permit, which requires the ranchers to be up here 6 days a week.
Come on, let's go.
Rotating their cows to different sections to make sure no one area gets overgrazed. That means rounding up the cattle and driving them miles away to new pasture. That's the job today.
Where are we heading, Dirk?
Woods Canyon.
So with Dirk leading the way, rodeo star Carson is back for the ride, plus Brooks and Beth, and my wife Marilyn and I.
What's the plan?
I'll run down and grab these. Just hold them here.
Okay.
And we'll get them, and we'll go right back up the way we came.
Obviously, this is not wide open prairie, and finding cattle in this rugged country and keeping them moving on the trail can be quite the challenge. But it doesn't take Dirk and Carson long to find their cows, and the head wrangler comes charging back at a gallop to cut off the leaders and keep his herd going in the right direction, which will not be easy.
What are we doing?
We're gonna take them up this trail right here.
Up! Hey, up!
We're taking the cattle up a steep trail through thick woods while trying to keep them from escaping into the brush.
And then Marilyn, come galloping after them.
That's where those cow dogs earn their keep, rousting cows from even the toughest hiding places. Always fun to watch those guys work.
Come here. Come here. Hey!
No denying this is tough country for cowboying, but what an office. This is beautiful land. And the cattle are good for it. Grazing keeps the brush down, keeping the forest healthy, and cutting down on the potential fuel for destructive wildfire. It's good for ranchers too. There's plenty of grass and water for the cattle. However, what's worked for ranchers is a dream for many of the rest of us, living the cowboy life. And riding with the McGarrys is not just another trail ride.
Badger, you're an awesome horse, buddy.
We go up there to do something, you know, and we're either up moving cows or we're taking them off one place, changing pastures, or kicking them off some ground. They're getting fed off a little too much, putting them in an area where there is more feed. And I think that is, we go up there with a purpose, not just go up to kill the day to entertain the guests. You know, we go up there to accomplish something. Sometimes we don't get accomplished what we do the others. I've had several guests say one thing about it is challenging, and it is when you're handling cattle up in that kind of country we run in, it is challenging, you know.
This is riding with a purpose, doing a job that has to be done. And that's a big attraction, even to serious horse people.
I know a lot of them will say, boy, it's sure going to ruin our trail riding at home because it'll be pretty dull there, you know. So
For Brooks and Beth, coming to McGarry Ranches has been life-changing.
Sold our house in the city and bought a small farm out in the country and bought a couple of horses and got some chickens, and we thoroughly enjoy getting out there and working on the farm and not getting caught up in a lot of the things that we used to get caught up in.
There's no denying it's hard work and labor-intensive, but it's also a big change of pace from life back home and sitting at a desk. It is fun to watch these guys work. Dirk is a real pro, and most of us will never be the cowboy Carson already is at the age of 12. But the fact is, guests like Brooks and Beth become a vital part of the operation.
No, they're supposed to be on that trail down there.
Okay. After coming here for years, they know the drill, know what to do, and get the job done.
You take like Brooks and Beth, they're people that's been here and kind of learn the country, you know, and we get a lot of people that have their own horses. If they come up here, like they say, we can ride a little around home, but we can't ride and do the kind of things that we do up here.
It takes all day. That's okay. The chance to spend hours in the saddle on a great horse in the American West is why we all came here.
Trail's end.
Finally, we reach our destination. The cows go through the gate. Mission accomplished.
Go home without a bruise or a scratch. You ain't had any fun.
Well, we've had a couple of those today, I guess.
We've had fun today, and I'm glad.
It's been a most exciting day.
A true Western experience here today.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
We ride back to the truck and head for home. Carson, you shoeing horses yet?
Carson's the right size because you don't have to bend over.
Right. It's family night back at the ranch. Theron's kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids are here for a hot dog cookout. And like little Blaze, every single one of them seems to grow up with a rope in their hands. After more than 100 years, it doesn't look like the McGarrys are going to run out of cowboys anytime soon.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's a problem.
And that's great news for guests like Brooks and Beth, who get to be part of the family and live their cowboy dream whenever they swing into the saddle at McGarry Ranches in Rexburg, Idaho.